Hello everybody, it is me, JonesMJ here, and welcome back to the next episode of my Let's Play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 200cc Let's Play series. If you guys remember, in the last episode, we took on the Banana Cup and took home another 3-star ranking. We're doing great with that streak of getting 3 stars on every cup, so which basically just means getting first place in every race, so yeah. In this episode, we are going to be taking on the next cup, which is the Leaf Cup, and we're going to have lots of fun, obviously. And as always, before we begin this video, I just want to let you guys know that I've been checking my analytics, and I've noticed that tons of my views and watch time, about 90% to be specific, is coming from unsubscribed viewers. So I please would appreciate it if you are in that 90% to please go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss my next video. It really does help me out a lot, and I'm assuming you guys enjoy my channel since you keep coming back and stuff, so please consider subscribing and ringing the bell. It really does help out my channel a lot as well. And as always, if you're new here and haven't already, be sure to go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell. We are on the way to 300 subscribers, so I'd love it if you join this journey with me. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Jones_RMJ to stay up to date with what I'm doing. Link for that in the description. And, yeah, and last but not least, please be sure to watch the entire video the whole way through to get the best content. You don't want to miss any of the epic moments, right? So please watch the whole video the whole way through. And it also does really help my channel to have better audience retention rates. So, yeah, anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get played. So, oh wait, come on, bring it back to the main menu. There we go. And of course, you guys all know the deal. Single player, Grand Prix, 200cc, and yeah, guys, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Worldwide Random News Weather Service. I think that's your username if I'm remembering correctly. I'll put your comment up on the screen. He went ahead and told me to play as Toad for this episode, and he said I could pick whatever card customization I wanted to. So yeah, we are going to be playing as Toad in this episode, and we are going to be using the same exact customization that we've been using, just because so far nobody suggested a customization. So I'm just going to be using the same one until somebody suggests something different. So, yeah, if you want to be just like Worldwide Random News Weather Service, or if that is your name, something along the lines of that, and you want to suggest a card or you want to suggest a character and or card customization and want to be featured in my next video, be sure to go ahead and leave a comment down below suggesting what character and card I should play as next, and I will feature your comment in the next video. So, anyway, without further ado, we're going to be taking on the Leaf Cup, which consists of Wario Stadium, originally from Mario Kart DS, Sherbet Land, originally from Mario Kart Double Dash, Music Park, originally from Mario Kart 7, and Yoshi Valley, originally from Mario Kart 64. So, let's go! And while we wait for the game to load, be sure to let me know down in the comments below how you guys are doing. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am. And here is our first course. It is Wario Stadium, originally from Mario Kart DS, and I actually remember this course pretty well from Mario Kart DS. The first Mario Kart I grew up with was Double Dash, but DS and Wii were the ones that I mainly played a lot through my childhood, so I do remember this one of the courses I do remember pretty well from Mario Kart DS. And I'm glad they brought this one back. I kind of wish they brought back Waluigi Pinball as well, but because that's my favorite track from Mario Kart DS, but this one's pretty good as well. I do know that a lot of people would have rather than brought back the Wario Stadium from the Nintendo 64, as a lot of people who grew up with that game have a lot of nostalgia for that one, but I'm perfectly fine with this. I think they did a really good job recreating this course in Mario Kart 8, and I mean, I'm sure Mario Kart 8 would improve on this, but one of the things that I don't really like about, like, don't get me wrong, Mario Kart 64 is a great game. And maybe this is just because I didn't really grow up with it, so I don't feel the same nostalgia that people who grew up with it felt. Like, don't get me wrong, Mario Kart 64 has like great music, and I'm sure it has some very memorable courses and stuff. But I don't know, from a point of view from somebody who didn't really grow up with that game and is looking at it from, I guess, maybe more of an open mind, I don't really find it to be that great of a Mario Kart. I find it to be that kind of overrated. I mean, don't get me wrong, every Mario Kart's good. There's no such thing as a bad Mario Kart. We can all agree on that, right? But I don't know, I kind of find Mario Kart 64 to be, like, overrated, because most of the courses I just feel like are way too long, and there's not enough interesting stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, they have great music. Mario Kart 64 definitely has some of the best music ever in the Mario Kart series, but Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of find it overrated. Maybe you guys disagree with me, and maybe you guys have some good reasons. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I'm always open to hearing your guys' reasoning as well. So, alrighty, we're on the last lap, and so far we're doing pretty good. We're in the first place, and yeah. One of the things that's actually funny is now that I'm thinking about Mario Kart DS and like the older Mario Karts, I remember the crowd used to just literally be pixelated dots. It used to just be dots. But now in Mario Kart, I think it was either Mario Kart Wii or Mario Kart Double Dash or sooner is when instead of just the crowd being dots, they rendered as sprites. So it actually looked like people cheering and stuff. So yeah. And of course in Mario Kart 8 the graphics have improved quite a bit. So yeah, alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next race. We got first place, which is great. So, let's move on to the next race. Which I believe is, yep, Sherbet Land, originally from Mario Kart Double Dash. Now, I'm kind of disappointed with, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a good course, don't get me wrong, but I kind of wish they brought back a different track for Mario Kart Double Dash. Like, I personally would have wanted them to bring back Mushroom City and Rainbow Road. If we're talking about tracks from Double Dash, I mean, I know, Daisy Cruiser and DK Mountain are both really good tracks from Double Dash, but those ones have already been brought back in some other Mario Karts. So if we're talking about tracks that haven't been brought back yet, instead of this track, I would have preferred either Mushroom City or the Rainbow Road, since those are both two of my favorite tracks from Double Dash. But I'm fine with this. This is kind of one of the more forgettable tracks, honestly, and I don't think a lot of people really cared for this track in Double Dash. But the Mario Kart 8 remake is a decent one, I think. So I'll give them that. But I would have preferred a different track to be brought back if it was possible. But alrighty, and oh wow, this track is actually very short. I mean, maybe it's just because we're playing 200cc because you go so fast in 200cc, but these laps actually go by pretty quickly. And oh man, here comes the blue shell. Oh, you know what? Wario, go ahead, stay in front of me. Go ahead. Here's a nice little present for you from somebody back there. Hahaha. Suckers. Get out of here. You guys are taking away my first place streak. We're keeping this. Alrighty. Last lap. Last lap. Alrighty. I actually do have some pretty exciting news. In a couple of weeks, I'm actually going to be going to Las Vegas as well as Utah for a week. I think I'm spending like 3 or 4 days in Vegas and then 5 days in South Utah. Specifically, I think Zion National Park is Zion and Bryce Canyon are the two national parks that I think I'll be visiting in Utah. And I'm also going to be doing maybe spending a little bit of time in Vegas, since that's actually the airport that I'm flying to. So I figured why not spend a little bit of time in Vegas and then go to Utah. And the main reason why I'm actually going to Utah is because my brother is actually going to be going out there for the Air Force in Utah. So we figured why not combine a little vacation into that as well. So yeah, and look at that, first place again. So yeah, anyway, back to what I was talking about with Utah. I expect, I don't know if I'm going to be vlogging that much because of the whole, like, COVID stuff and stuff like that, and there might be a lot of stuff closed, I don't know, but, I mean, maybe. If you guys want to vlog, let me know down in the comments below. But one of the things I'm definitely going to be doing is a trip report. So I know a lot of people on YouTube who, like the aviation enthusiasts, like to do their little trip reports. Expect definitely a trip report for my flight to Vegas and back. The flight to Vegas actually has a stop in Dallas-Fort Worth, so I'll actually be in Dallas, so that'll actually be 2 flights going out. A flight from, well, unfortunately I can't fly out of the Wilmington airport because right now all service out of Wilmington airport, which is the closest airport to me, is all suspended. The Wilmington airport in Wilmington, Delaware, not North Carolina, just to make sure you guys don't get confused. All service from my local airport doesn't resume until November 12th, so I think I'm actually flying out of Baltimore. Normally, I either fly out of Wilmington or Philly, because those are the 2 closest airports to me, but I think this time I was able to get cheaper flights through Baltimore, so I'll be flying out of Baltimore. And then the flight back from Vegas is non-stop. So yeah, expect trip reports on those 2 flights, and I might do some vlogs of of Las Vegas and Utah. You just be sure to go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell so you'll be the first to know once I release that stuff. And let's try and take this little shortcut right here. And, oh crap, get off the grass, and phew. I mean, thankfully 200cc, even when you go on the grass, you still kind of go pretty quickly, so thanks to that. And, so, yeah, anyway, this track is Music Park, originally from the 3DS, or from Mario Kart 7 if you want the title of the game. And, are you kidding me? Who threw that? Who threw that? You know what, I'm a decent distance ahead, I'm fine. But, yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, this is Music Park from the 3DS, and this is actually one of my I'm glad they brought back this track. This was one of my favorite tracks, as well as I'm sure a lot of other people really like this track too from Mario Kart 7. And they didn't really change too much aside from the graphics, but you know what? Don't fix what isn't broken. I don't like it when companies like when they have a perfectly good product and they claim they made all these improvements, and really I feel like they just downgraded things. Like, to me, it's like, don't fix what isn't broken unless if the improvements are actually improvements, you know? And I know that's kind of opinion-based. You always are going to get people that like things and people that don't like things, but yeah. So anyway, let's move on to the final race of the Cup, which I believe is, let's see if I can guess it. Oh yeah, it's Yoshi Valley from the Nintendo 64, right? Yes, got it right. Yoshi Valley from the Nintendo 64, and, this track is actually a pretty cool track from the 64. It's a fun, and you'll notice that there's a bunch of branching paths, and a little fun fact about this track, in the original version on the Nintendo 64, it actually couldn't tell what place you were in until the player crossed the finish line. That game basically did the places by whoever crosses the finish line first. Because I'm guessing either one or two reasons. One, the Nintendo 64 wasn't capable, like, processing power-wise of keeping track. Or two, Nintendo just didn't have either the smarts or the code to program that. But obviously with this version, we can see what place we're in, so I do think that was a cool feature with the Nintendo 64 version. It's kind of cool to see, like you don't know what place you're in, so you better hope you take the fastest paths on this course. And yeah. I don't know about you guys, but the path I always take is this one. I always go left here. Sometimes I take that bridge if I'm feeling risky, but sometimes I don't. As I'm not going to take any risks in this video because I want to keep my 3-star ranking. Right, I don't want to risk taking like a shortcut and then falling off the edge and then losing my first place. So, yeah, but the path that you just saw is pretty much the path I almost always take on this track. And that Yoshi egg always cracks me up. Back there, the giant Yoshi egg. It moves kind of slow though. I kind of think they should make it move a little bit faster just to make it a little bit harder. I mean, obviously you don't have to make it like ridiculously fast, or else it would just be impossible to avoid it, but I don't know. Maybe as fast, maybe to put things in perspective, maybe as fast as how fast the pinballs move in Waluigi Pinball. For those of you who know that track. And here comes a red shell. You know what, I'm just going to use the super hold. I don't think we're going to get a blue shell anytime soon. We're already almost done the race anyway. And if we do get a blue shell, we're a decent distance ahead, so I'm not worried about losing our first place. And are you kidding me? This is the one thing I hate about this game. Why did the bananas circle around you instead of staying behind you like they do in the older games? If they stayed behind you, they would actually protect you from a red shell. It's kind of annoying. But oh well. I shouldn't be complaining because we got first again, which means we got another 3-star ranking because we got first place on every course, so woohoo! Alrighty, let's go ahead and see our little highlight reel. Alrighty, let's see. I don't think we didn't really have any epic shots, or epic moments, but let's see what the game has to offer. Hopefully it gives us a little highlight reel of me hitting another player rather than me getting hit by another player. You know? Like, I feel like the highlight reel is supposed to show your good moments, not your bad moments. Oh, and look at that. Oh, wait, is that the blue shot that went for Wario? Really, game? Why are you showing all them? Really, you're showing Wario, who hit me with his red shell? That's wow, I feel so great. Thanks a lot for the great enthusiasm and sportsmanship, Nintendo. Thanks a lot. Showing me, thanks for the support. Yeah, that's what I should be saying, the support. Thanks for the support, Nintendo. Showing Wario, giving Wario the spotlight. Come on, I worked hard for that 3-star ranking. Oh well. I shouldn't be complaining because we got the 3-star ranking anyway, so yeah, guys, that just about wraps up this episode of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to go ahead and give it a like and subscribe so you do not miss my next video. We're on the way to 300 subscribers once again, so I'd love it if you joined this journey with me. Of course, if you didn't really enjoy this video, well, I guess the other button works too. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at Jones_RJ to stay up to date with what I'm doing. And so, yeah, guys, I guess that is it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!